The vision, I think, has two elements to it. What we can do for UK PLC and what we can do for patients through the life sciences.
We're obviously very proud of the strength of our research on life sciences. Britain has, I think, given the world, 20 out of the top 100 drugs in use around the world.
The life sciences are centre stage as a priority for the economy. What we want to see is the UK as the platform of choice.
Imanova have a very wide range of capabilities. By having access to both our academic community and to industry, it allows us to bring these two parts of our ecosystem together.
Having a study as large as Biobank enables you to accrue sufficient cases of new disease that gives you statistical power. And scientists from all over the world, both academic and commercial, can apply to use the resource for health-related research.
These reagents that we generate, they're designed to sort of further science. We make them freely available to everyone. So what we're trying to do in the SGC is bring together the best of academia and the best of industry.
The UK has a real opportunity to become a hub of life sciences. We have all the required infrastructure here to be able to make life sciences successful across the whole innovation pipeline.
For systems to be successful, the free flow of information is a really important part of that. The NHS has the largest potential database about patients, about the efficacy of particular drugs or technologies. It has all of that.
I think it's a paradigm shift in two ways. Not only do we have a unique resource which will enable us to understand these causative factors, not just in one disease, but in many diseases. It's also a paradigm shift, it seems to me, in the way that big projects are done.
We have a series of academic health science centres around the country, and they bring together some of our best hospitals together with academic institutions and the industry, where they can share ideas around research to ensure that the NHS and the country has a global impact.
You go where the opportunities are, you go where the research that you want to do is. The research I want to do at the high enough level and high enough quality is in England.
We've got to be attractive for researchers from overseas who think Britain is the best place in the world to do their medical or life sciences research.
Once you generate enough science and knowledge, that's where all the richness is. That's where you can start innovating. The government gives a big support by trying to feed this into the culture. Honestly, this is the best place I've ever been to work in innovation.
Translational research, which is bringing new scientific ideas to the bedside of a patient, is something that you can only do through the collaborative route.
I think clinical trials are really important for the NHS. We know that patients who go through clinical trials generally get better outcomes, but we need to expand that. We do need to work with the industry.
The Clinical Trials Gateway is part of the route by which we want patients to become aware of what clinical trials are going on and the clinical community as well.
It's very important that the private and independent sector and the value that they add are connected to the NHS. We need to harness the talent and expertise that people have for the benefit of all of our patients. So we need to change our mindset in terms of the way that we talk with the life science industry.
We have a kind of pro-business responsibility of helping the ideas that are developed in our universities and research labs make it through to commercialisation. That's where we're particularly focusing our energies. That's where there are new tax reliefs. That's where there's new financial support.
To be frank, most of the barriers are in our heads. We need to turn ourselves much more outwardly facing in terms of all of these changes and to embrace the industry.
When you talk about life sciences, people immediately think about human health. But our strengths in Britain go beyond that. We're also very strong in agricultural sciences, in biosciences, great challenges like feeding the world.
The government's looking at increased funding, different ways of working, and this will create a much more vibrant environment in which to carry out research and innovation in the UK.
Let's pool our expertise, let's pool our capabilities, let's share that risk, and let's try and accelerate the generation of new medicines. Patients are waiting.
We've got a fantastic academic university base, we've got a thriving industry, and we've got the NHS. Bringing those three ingredients together, I think, will hold the key to international investment confidence.